Today's learning goal is I can make a letter pattern. Our second learning goal is not only can I make a pattern, but I can also continue a pattern and keep it going. Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about letter patterns. There's one here. And we've already learned about color patterns, shape patterns, movement patterns. And today we'll talk about letter patterns. And they're super similar to all the rest. They're just a different thing we're using to pattern with. All of the patterns are going to have a core. I say this word a lot, and I often put a box around it. And that's the part that repeats itself again and again and again. And it can repeat on forever. In this pattern, I kind of stopped, but patterns can repeat forever. Sometimes you see at the bottom here, this little part, the dot, dot, dot. The dot, dot, dot at the end. No, I'll put it at the end of this one here. The dot, dot, dot at the end of the pattern means it keeps going and going and going. And this is called an ellipsis, but you often people say dot, dot, dot too. And that means it can go on forever. It keeps going. Kind of like the way numbers keep going. We start at 0, but we keep going up. They can go on forever, really. Let's talk about a letter pattern. Here I have one here. It goes H-A, 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 H-A. Can you tell me, what do you think the core is of that pattern? Do you know? The core is just the H-A part. It's right here. H-A. And this actually goes ha 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 if I were to read it out loud. And then dot, dot, dot means it can go on forever. Let's look at another letter pattern. Ooh, this one says L-A-U-R-A, 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 dot, 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 goes on forever. Do you know what the core of this one is? It's a bit harder, but I did it on purpose. I'm going to show you. The core is here, L-A-U-R-A, and that goes on forever. And I picked that because that's my first name, Laura. It's like Laura, 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 because they're not really full words, they're all together. And then dot, 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 it goes forever. That one. Our other goal today was to continue a pattern. And so what that means is you have there's the core, the ABC, 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 the dot, dot, dot. Continuing it means going past the dot, dot, dot. So what comes next? A, B, C. I'm going to ask you for a lot of that today, and your work at the end is going to be to continue and finish patterns. We're going to complete them. I guess not complete them because we're not going to finish. We're going to continue them, but they still go on after that, dot, dot, dot. Now we've been creating a lot of patterns. So let's practice creating one. So that means making a new one. So I'm going to take the letter D and shout out a letter for me, S. And my pattern's just going to be DS. That's going to be my core right there. And I'm going to repeat that again and again, just like the other patterns we've done. So I'm going to do what? I'm going to add another D and another S and a D and an S. And that's a repeating pattern. Let's make one more pattern before we go to completing patterns. This pattern I'm going to go L, I'm creating my own. L, A, G, D. Oh, it's a long pattern, but I can do that. We can make 4 repeat. Here's my core. I want that to repeat again and again. So what's the next one? L, A, G, D. I do it again. I'm out of space. So L, A, oh, I'm out of space. G, D. Now let's continue some patterns. That's what we were talking about today. This pattern already exists. It's K, L, K, L. So the part that's repeating that I see is this here as my core. So if I'm going to continue the pattern, I'm going to make it keep going. I didn't make this one up. What comes next? Can you shout it out? Okay. Oh, the K is tiny. make it big. K. And then what's next? L. And again, K, and we're off the screen, and then an L. Let's try another one. Oh, what's this one? And I've kind of tried to trick you a bit here because I didn't finish it. So the part that repeats is the C-O-O. So if my pattern's going C-O-O, C-O, how do I continue it? What's next? O. And then where do we go? C-O-O, C-O-O, C-O, and it's off the screen. O. Let's do one more. Oh, wow. This one says F-E-E-T, F-E-E-T, F. Can you figure out where the core is before I show you? So we start here. Do we go, is it F-E? F-E, F, no, it's not that. Let's try F-E-E-T, F. Oh, there's the F again. That's a good hint to me. F-E-E-T. It's actually the word feet. So let's see. F-E-E-T, F-E-E-T, F. Now I want to add an E, another E if we're going to continue the pattern, and a T. And patterns could continue forever. We'll just go to there today. This is to remind you that on the next slide, you're going to need to pause. Hit that button that stops it so you can see the screen to do your work. So here's your work. It's 4 different patterns in the white boxes, and you have to write down the next 3 letters to continue each pattern. And to be able to see it, you're going to need to pause right now. Enjoy your math.